So it's been 5 years since you've seen Leisha, right?
Unfortunately, it has.
And why is that?
Circumstances, money, moving. Thank goodness for, the phone and the internet. We're able to stay in touch.
Well, listen, before we reunite them, listen to how this DNA mystery has affected Leisha over the years.
My mama, Patricia, she was my best friend until she passed away in 2015. When she had me, she was only 16 years old, but she gave me the best life that she could. In my early life, I thought my adopted dad was my biological father. My mom and him were together my whole life. They started dating when I was only 6 months old. When I was 13, my mama finally told me the truth. She brought me to church one day and introduced Marshall as my real dad. Marshall's been in and out of my life since I was a teenager. I don't know much of the backstory, but I know that Marshall's mother never believed that I was his true daughter. I always called her Marilyn. She never let me call her Grandma. Marshall is a really nice man, but I haven't seen him in 5 years. My mama isn't here anymore to give me the answers I truly need. If Marshall isn't my real father, I will be devastated.
Family, please help me welcome Leisha and her husband, John, to the show. Come on out, Leisha and John.
God, I love you.
Pleasure to meet you.
How are you?
Good to
see you.
Y'all are good.
Y'all do too.
Leisha, thank you for coming. John, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So Leisha, who did you believe was your father when you were a little girl?
My adoptive dad. For the longest time, it was all him.
Yeah.
And it was a running joke in our family between the siblings, because I have 2 younger brothers, that my youngest brother was actually brought in through FedEx. He was the adopted one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my adopted dad.
And when did your mother tell you about Marshall?
Well, she sat me down one day, the whole family pretty much did, and told me that I was adopted. I thought it was a running joke.
Yeah.
And, but no, they sat me down and we started talking about how I would have felt if I was adopted. I'm like, oh, I'm not adopted, it's cool. And they're like, no, Leisha, you really are adopted.
Yeah.
And my mom was sitting there and I was like, well, who is he? And she was like, his name's Marshall. And I was like, okay, cool.